Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog and another video. I wasn't even I wasn't even gonna plan on doing any vlog or video today, really, and as I'm sure most of you all know, I didn't really do any vlog or video yesterday either, really. Um, well, tonight I just kind of want something kind of came up tonight that I kind of just decided I just kind of wanted to talk with you all about. So it's now the beginning of the 2019 holiday season stuff. Christmas 2019 is now coming up pretty soon. And so, back in the day, years ago, back when I was a kid, we used to do Christmas mainly at my grandparents' place out in the town and village of New Hartford, New York, outside the city of Utica, outside the city of Utica, 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 outside the city of Utica, New York. Um, right in through my junior year of high school. Then after that, we pretty much ended up switching it up after that, and pretty much just ended up mainly the past several years, mainly doing Christmas here in Rochester. This year, it sounds like um, uh, for this year at least, for Christmas 2019, for this year, that may kind of change for this year a little bit. It sounds, we were even kind of talking about it uh, right soon, the day right after Christmas last year and stuff. Um, about how at least my mom and stepdad at least potentially going to my grandparents' place this year for Christmas 2019 and stuff. It sounds like that's what it sounds like there it is that's what it sounds like is tentatively going to end up happening this year for Christmas 2019 and stuff. um because for this year, because my mom's father, he's now just approaching his mid 80s, and he is kind of having issues a little bit. He is to the point where he is kind of having issues in a way. I mean, nothing extremely serious, but he is to the point where he can't drive, or he really can't drive anymore, really. It's pretty much now a done deal with him driving anywhere really now. um, and it is obvious that we obviously don't know how much longer we're really going to have him around. I mean, again, issues he's having right now are are pretty mild. Nothing says that he's going to be gone anytime too soon. But just at least hope that this year's Christmas 2019 won't exactly have to be the last Christmas with him around. You know, you at least hope you have at least one other Christmas before that. But you know, you know, you know, it could be the last Christmas with him around. I mean, once again, the issues he's having right now aren't aren't real serious. Issues he's having right now are pretty mild. Nothing says right now that he's going to be gone anytime soon. But just since he is to the point where just approaching his mid 80s, and to the point where you don't know how much longer we're going to have him around. So at least my mom definitely wants to get at least one more Christmas in with them, you know before the potential of him being gone. um, and so initially last week, my mom had kind of shot an email out to my dad and company about if it would even work doing a good bit of Christmas 2019 at his place. Well, here's the deal. Earlier tonight, when my mom and I had one of our usual routine phone conversations over the phone earlier tonight, my mom did get a response from my dad. My mom did get an email response. My mom did get a response from my mom did get my mom did get a response from my dad saying kind of unsure if if that would even work, really. Not really quite sure that really would even work. That not really quite not really quite not 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 really quite not, not really quite not really quite sure that would even work, really. I mean, again, they're not saying yes, they're not saying no, but it's kind of not really quite so sure that really would even work, really, in their end. It's at least kind of iffy right now, really, on if that would even work in their end. I mean, I mean, it's it's only half past the middle of November 2019 right now, as of today. It's only half past the middle of November 2019. So I mean, we still got time for them to find out for sure what's going on in their end on Christmas Day 20 on on Christmas on Christmas Day 2019. And so if we have to this year, if we have to, we'll just suck it up with going to my grandparents' place. I mean, it would which would kind of ultimately be good, which would kind of ultimately be a good thing in a way. It would for this year kind of it would for this year kind of be a big change for this year with how we end up going about celebrating Christmas for this year for Christmas 2019 for this year. I mean, again, going to grandparents' place out in New Hartford and just outside the city of Utica, New York, would ultimately be a good thing. There are probably some people that would kind of would kind of like to see us, obviously. So I mean, but so right now, you know, we're kind of leaning towards that this year for Christmas 2019. Again, we're not 100% sure whether it will be that or whether things will even work out for my dad and company to even have enough of the availability to do it to do it at their to 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 do it at the to do it at their to do it at their to do it at their place. But and of course, again, the thing is too, we wouldn't really be able to do any videoing at their place because again, my stepmom's had too many rough experiences over the years with people with being taken with being taken advantage of by other people with camera objects, camera camera devices, and camera accessories to the point where it's just too much for her. Whereas if where, whereas whereas if we end up going whereas whereas if we end up going to our grandparents' place this year for Christmas 2019, probably won't be able to do a ton of vlogging and videoing there, but we probably could do some vlogging and videoing there, probably.